Hello, this is Anannyaa Panda with Mindfire Solutions, and this video is about how FileMaker 13 is different from its previous versions. Now, as you know, FileMaker 13 is the latest version from FileMaker Inc. and it comes with new features and concepts, and that's what we are going to cover in here. So first of all, before telling into what are the new features of FileMaker 13, I would like to tell you something about its history. So FileMaker 13 began as an MS-DOS based program in the early 1980s. It was named as Nutshell. Then along 1985 came FileMaker Pro 1, that is a version 1. And then after some time, the cross-platform interface was introduced. This cross-platform interface enabled the FileMaker to be run on both Windows and Mac platform. Later on, relational architecture and the concept of third-party developers having the ability to change or add features only took it forward. And now we are on FileMaker 13th version, which was released on 3rd December 2013. Along FileMaker Pro 13, 3 other versions were introduced: FileMaker Pro Advanced 13, Server 13, and the Go 13. So the advanced version had some additional debuggers and runtimes, custom menus and all, which I needed to add or build new databases. Server and Go 13 is for iPhone and iPad only, and the Server 13 is an updated version of the previous server. So now we shall go into the new features or concepts of FileMaker 13, and these are all the list of whatever there is that is new in FileMaker. So first of all, there is the custom theme. Now as you know that we have separate themes, and various ones are listed and are already there inbuilt in FileMaker. However, FileMaker 13 gives us a new advantage, and that is we can customize the existing themes, we can reuse them, as well as we can create new themes and import themes from other files. Then there is styles. A theme is basically a collection of styles. So this gives us the chance to make changes under the theme, that is for particular objects, fields and labels, which make it like a building block for a theme. So there is next is the undo after save. Previously the undo button worked until we in the layout mode. However, when we went to the browse mode, the save, we could not undo whatever we have saved. In FileMaker 13, however, this has been changed. So we can now make changes, go to the browse mode, view the changes we have made, go to the layout mode back, and then perform the undo operation as well. So that's a big advantage. Next is the inspector attribute changes. So there are some new things like padding, shadows, that is for inner outer shadows. Then there are text baselines, as well as a completely new tab for styles. Then there is a object visibility. This is a advantage to developers, because previously when we needed to hide an object, there would be a lot of workarounds involved around it, like conditional formatting and all. This now all can be done via click of a button, and that is hide object when. This would be later on discussed further on. Then there is the fill picker. Now we can create all new fields and drag or drop multiple fields into the form directly. It provides more ease of access. Slides are changeable regions of contents which can be used similar to a tab control. Popovers are objects which help the user to place the object on it. It serves the purpose of going to a new window on the context of the same layout. Swipe is basically used on iPad and iPhone. One finger swipe changes panels, two finger swipe changes records. The new iOS keyboard type, these make entry faster. So there is a different keyboard type for each field, that is ASCII for text, numeric for numbers, and the most interesting one is a totally separate one for phone numbers. Then there is barcode scanning. We can take the picture of a scan code, and the code will be copied and texted and stored as text. Then on to the next page, there is a new layout or report assistant. New layout or report assistant has a new interface, and here we can choose what device we can use, what view you want, and the entire screen is redesigned to make it easier to navigate. Now if there are some things belonging to iOS or iPad only, and insert from device is one of that. In insert from device, we can select the camera options such as the front or back, we can take signatures, video, music, etc. and store them into container fields. Then there is screen rotation. Now screen rotation is that we can switch between portrait and landscape modes, and that triggers a script. On gesture, that triggers a script to run when a particular gesture is recorded or received. Then the next one is the get network, and get network gives a number indicating the type of the network that is being used to access the current file. Then these were all for iPhone or iPad interfaces only. So the next things are the calculations, and I'm going to give you a list of the calculations / functions which are there in FileMaker 13. Now there is base 64 encode, base 64 decode, get connection attribute, get current time UTC milliseconds, get device, get current encryption state, get network type, get script animation state, get trigger gesture info, get window orientation. Now these are all new functions. There are 3 changed functions, and that are get layout object attribute, get trigger target tab panel, and get trigger current tab panel. These all will be discussed further on the later videos, where each of the functions will be described along with the changed functions. Now for scripts, we have around 3 script triggers, and these are the on layout size change, on gesture tab, on panel switch. So that brings us to security, and in FileMaker 13 new security features are there that ensure that the data is more protected than ever. That was it makes us the data that is more encoded, so that we do not have to face security security problems. And then brings us to WebDirect. WebDirect is available in FileMaker 13 server. It runs custom business solutions directly in a web page. It provides desktop style automated processes, and we can perform whatever operations we do on the desktop, and that can be done on that WebDirect also. Then there is server. Server is that we manage and share the database and extending solutions to the web. So that brings us to the end of this video. All these features will be discussed later on separate videos. So please, if you do not understand any of it, keep watching to the next videos. Thank you.